Much more like it out there on this Wednesday. Of course, it was very cold to start. We had a hard freeze with low to mid 20s for early morning lows, but with all that bright sunshine, the higher sun angle this time of the year, it was pretty easy to reach the 50s, low 50s at that. That's where we are right now. It's going to be breezy and pleasant as temperatures increase on Thursday. Wet and then cooling off for St. Patrick's Day as that frontal boundary moves through. And unfortunately, timing could be better. More cold air on the way for the upcoming weekend. A few high thin clouds beginning to work eastward. That's what we'll see this evening and overnight. But still looking pretty out there. Our Blue Guys Pace Care, Skyview HD Camera Network. Checking out Richmond EKU, 52 degrees there. Winds are light, but they are generally out of the southwest to south, and they will be during the evening and the overnight. The combination of those higher clouds and the lighter south winds, that's going to hold our temperatures up. But you see most locations sneaking toward the 50-degree mark, and much better out there throughout the Ohio and Tennessee Valley than what we have seen over the last couple of days. High pressure sitting right overhead. That is giving way to the east, and as that happens with the clockwise flow around it, the return flow, winds out of the south will begin to pick up after sunrise tomorrow, probably 10 to 15 during the afternoon, and gusts occasionally, maybe even 25 to 30. Here in the short term with our futurecast, high thin clouds, and we'll start out low to mid 30s. Yeah, you'll need the jacket tomorrow morning, but you can probably ditch it by the afternoon hours, even with clouds thickening up with that next system approaching. There'll be enough wind to push our temperatures into the low 60s, and back to the west already beginning to see some rain on the horizon. That will move in Thursday evening, overnight, and through much of the day on Friday. Now, the front itself is actually going to move through during the morning hours, so that 54 for the high, that'll be early, probably mid, maybe late morning out into eastern Kentucky, and then temperatures will fall off into the upper 30s to low 40s by the end of the day, and that's going to usher in colder air, which will be with us for the upcoming weekend. So as far as our precipitation chances, as you see, once we get in late Thursday night into Friday, we really get up into that probable to likely, and then we'll begin to taper things off later on during Friday. By Friday evening, the moisture should be out of here. We've had the cold air in place the last couple of days. It's more so into New England, and we are going to catch that milder air rolling in here at least for the day tomorrow and early on Friday. But then after that, behind the front, we'll see another reinforcing shot of some colder air headed our direction. So the jackets will come in handy this weekend yet again. So a few high clouds, a quiet night though. Light south wind, 5, occasionally 10 miles per hour, right at freezing in the morning, but a nice recovery similar to today. Some sunshine early, breezy and mild. The extended forecast here. Temperatures dropping off to go along with the rain on St. Patrick's Day. Very apropos, I guess. Plenty of green on the radar for St. Patrick's Day. There's your cold weekend, upper 30s to right around 40. Hard freeze potential a few mornings over the weekend into early next week. Ironically, spring arrives on Monday, 5/24. Won't feel like it that day. Temperatures trending up, though, by the middle part of next week with highs back in the mid-50s.